Hi and welcome to my channel SRT English Academy video lessons. And in this video, we are going to discuss the important periods in the history of English language. So this lesson is useful for Telangana set, APSET, UGC net, and also for MA English students. So let's jump into the topic. So let's know English language belongs to which group of family. So English language belongs to Proto-Germanic language branch. This Proto-Germanic or Teutonic is a sub-branch of Indo-European language family, Indo-European family of languages. So we discussed the Indo-European family of languages in our previous video. So this Proto-Germanic or Teutonic is a branch of Indo-European family of languages. So this Proto-Germanic or Teutonic is subdivided into three language families: West Germanic, North Germanic, East Germanic. So this West Germanic, English language is the sub-branch of West Germanic language family. So English and Frisian belongs to Anglo-Frisian language group. Just now I have said that the English language is a Germanic language. It's a Germanic language at its core, has undergone a fascinating evolution shaped by various historical, linguistic, and cultural changes over many centuries. So historians divide the history of English language into three major periods. They are Old English, Middle English, and Modern English. So let's discuss Old English period. This is the first period in the English language. So Old English roughly spans from 410 AD to 1100 AD. So this Old English period is also called Anglo-Saxon period. So when the Roman armies or Roman soldiers withdraw from Britain in 410 AD, that is early in the 5th century AD. So at that time, three biggest Germanic tribes, Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, came to the Britain in ships across the North Sea and settled in Britain. So that's why the Anglo-Saxon age in Britain was from around AD 410 to 1100 AD or 1066 up to the Norman conquest. So these three biggest tribes of Germanic tribes, Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, settled in England. They brought their own dialects to the Britain, and these dialects blend and evolved to form Old English. So here these three Germanic tribes settled in Britain, and they formed the base. Their dialects formed the basis of Old English. So this Old English was influenced by Latin and Celtic elements. Latin and Celtic elements. So Romans ruled Britain for some years. So Latin was their language, and also Christian contact or Christianization is also a reason for uh, Latin influence on Old English. So the missionaries brought new vocabulary and the Latin alphabet for writing Old English. And also a Celtic language, it was spoken by the native Britons. So these influenced Old English. In the 8th and 9th century, the Vikings invaded the Britain. The Vikings were all from Scandinavia. So they invaded Britain, and they settled in Britain. So their language was Old Norse language, and it also influenced the English language. And Old Norse words enter the English. For example, sky, egg, window. These are all Old Norse. These words came from Old Norse language, and this Norse language contributed numerous loan words and influenced grammatical simplification in English. Yeah, as we know that the Old English language was primarily Germanic, so its vocabulary was also primarily Germanic. House, stone, these words are from Germanic language, and vocabulary, grammar, and were vastly different from modern English. They are almost unrecognizable today. So when we read Old English, it is completely looks like a strange language to us because there is a complete their language, vocabulary, grammar, and completely different from modern English. Let's see an example taken from Beowulf. This is an opening a line from Beowulf. So see, we can't read it now. So it's this sentence is an old English from old English language. So Beowulf is an epic poem considered one of the most important works of Old English literature or Old English language. So the Beowulf is an epic poem. It was written in Runic or early Latin script. So Runic is early Latin script, and this is the picture of Beowulf. And this Old English period ended with Norman conquest in the year 1066. So what is Norman conquest? Norman conquest is it refers to the 11th century invasion and occupation of England by Normans, which the forces are led by William, Duke of Normandy. So that's why it is called Norman conquest. So Norman conquest marked a turning point in in the history of English language. So Anglo-Saxon Fifth alphabet. So these are runes are fifth. So what are runes? Runes are letters from ancient Germanic alphabet used by Anglo-Saxons are called runes. So the alphabet used by Anglo-Saxons are called runic alphabet. So I have given the picture of runes or runic alphabet here. Middle English is the second period in the history of English language. This roughly spans from 1100 to 1500. So this Middle English period began after the Norman conquest in the year 1066. So the Norman conquest refers to the 11th century invasion of England by William, the Duke of Normandy. So this was a turning point in the history of English language. So French became the language of ruling class during the period, and also Latin influenced Middle English language. And during this period, the grammar was simplified, and uh, regional dialects also flourished. So there was a development of dialects during the Middle English period, and London gained prominence. The dialect of London gained prominence during the Middle English, and also there was Chaucer's influence. So Geoffrey Chaucer's influence. His works, the Canterbury Tales, particularly Canterbury Tales, are central to the late Middle English period. So, during the Middle English period, French was the ruling class language. So, influence of French see on vocabulary of Middle English. So, there was a large influx of French words, particularly in areas of law and government. So, also there was a great vowel shift. So it changed uh, pronunciation pattern. So there was emergence of new pronunciation patterns. The great vowel shift. It was a gradual change in the pronunciation of long vowels began during the Middle English period. So modern English is the third period in the history of English, the important periods in the history of English language. So this roughly spans from 1500 to present. So it began around 1450 or 1500. So this period further is further divided into early modern English 1500 to 1800 and late modern English 1800 to present. So here Renaissance classical learning influence see in this period, and also the period saw the standardization of English largely due to the introduction of the printing press, and there was also a great vowel shift during this time and changes in vowel pronunciation. We see Shakespeare enriched vocabulary and style during the period, and in late modern English, so there was the global expansion. So global English emerged after 1945. So this is characterized by the influence of a British Empire. So English borrowed so many words from other languages, from Hindi, Chinese, Arabic, Spanish, French. So during this period, English has become an international language. So the words from technology also added in English, such as internet, algorithm. So with this, we finish uh, the three important periods in the history of English language. So thank you for watching video. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.